So we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but two dragons.
Delight of delights.
Used to tell me about a great red stone that made the local fauna fierce enough to take on these dragons.
Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea.
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
I strike from the soul of air!
Grace me with your power. I needed that.
treasure! Well, what's this I've spotted?
Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. It's been years since a warm blood has wandered through these caverns. An utterly lovely sight. I know not. I know so little. My life in full I recall, from my earliest memories to my most recent sorrows. But why I should be trapped in this spectral form, I cannot say. Gossipers, they nearly ruined me. In life, I was a natural philosopher, you see. A student of the stars. Arata, an elfish land not so far from Sicil, happens to boast the finest telescope in all of Rivellon. So I set sail, planning to spend several weeks there, and when I arrived, I found an instant friend in the telescope's keeper, an elfish scientist named Falada. had much to share concerning our studies and found great joy in one another's company. It was a friendship as pure as starlight, but that didn't keep the rumors from flying. As the insinuations became increasingly vile, I thought it best to sail back to Syceal straight away and to introduce Faladar, my friend, to Samson, my only love, putting any and all foul rumors to rest. As you know, though, we never made it. Faladar is lost forever. And what has become of my darling Samson, I know. I was on board a ship from Arata to Syceal. The night was black as ink, and the lighthouse in the distance offered us no aid. The ship's hull soon met the thing I can least reconcile is that my own husband, my Samson, keeps the lighthouse. What could have become of him that night? My mind races with the possibilities. He could never. You mean to say he left us to those savage waters on purpose? I can't believe it. And yet, if what you say is true, well, I must meet him in any case. To the light.
Would be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Pay the big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fire. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Eat a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the cousins.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bread.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bread. Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the cousins. No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
I think I'll sleep by the fire tonight, once the regulars
Wink, Whiskers, you found my collar? Oh, thank you. Bless you. I shall don it right this instant and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me the happiest cat in the world. Indeed.
For the will of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious zombie.
Our end is ready.
Maxine, my love, look at me. I am wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. A band of jewels, such as no one in Sicile has ever beheld.
Dear me, but that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true color and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all.
There was quite a bit of troubled water to be crossed, but in the end, Maxine turns out to really love him.
So she does. They would have ended up together no matter.
Made a big cheese on your book for the will of the good stuff.
It is a pity indeed to see how this treasure of a cat, this pinnacle of nature's beauty, has been corrupted by the wretched mores of man. Base materialism has darkened the purity of... Let the story of Sam and his beloved serve as an example of this bitter truth. Between two humans, no love is unconditional. So strong we suffer from the inability to bestow love devoid of logic. Love. It is the name we give a base ambition, a delusion we blindly compel to be true and therefore falsely hold to be absolute. Pity love, and be wary of her too, for she is but a deception.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
A cynic, am I? A heart washed in bitter streams because I have come to realize that love is but the... I shall not deny that my mind too was puerile once. That I too loved a woman with all my soul, believing her to be... Ah, enough. Forget what I said. Dig love a grave.
Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Jolly good. Join me, why don't you, for a scandalously milky saucer of... Oh, my dearest, dearest Sam. He's positively the tenderest tomcat in the world, and you are the most darling of sweethearts for having reunited him with the wealth he lost to the waves. I met him a pauper, but married him a prince. As a...
Careful, comrades.
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head.
Balberith
Step right up!
You see sorcery in the clear.
They haven't even heard the legend of the three-legged goat and the blind orphans of East End.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Wow.
Wow! Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. Ah!
The best in Sightseal! The best!
What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends? I haven't even told them about the locust-eating monk's yearly pilgrimage to Mount Rakator. What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. It won't be the...
Hey, stop that!
What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends? I haven't even told them about the locust-eating monk's yearly pilgrimage to Mount Rakator. What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the... Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the...
Tricks of the kids!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse... What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends? They haven't even heard the legend of the three-legged goat and the blind orphans of East End. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... It won't be the...
What do you think you are doing?
What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story... Doesn't anyone care about the oldest Dragon Knight of Rivellon and his machines of rainbow-ribboned war?
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends? They haven't even heard the legend of the three-legged goat and the blind orphans of East End.
Strange! You appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Sightseal eat some bad chicken, or what? Aye, these Sicilian cows wouldn't dare chew their cud without the full support of the herd. Without my... I knew that fool could never have garnered so much as a guffaw on his own.
What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to... Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare... Pleasure... It won't be the worst indignation...
illusionist! I said, 'tis I, Reginald, the illusionist!
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
It's all over now. Without my clients, I'll starve.
All right. Oh, that gallant... Oh.
'Tis I,
Just waiting for his big debut.
I said, 'tis I, Reginald, the illusionist!
Desdemona, my love, I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky. Madness took hold of my heart, and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into its depths. And yet, look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word, you can heal my heart, efface the scars that lunacy left there.
You've heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious, and the other half is utterly enraged. What do you think of my murderer husband?
Samson is truly repentant. Desdemona ought to forgive him so they can both move on.
Indeed. Samson committed a terrible deed, but I've never seen one so...
I suppose you're right. The deed is done, and I can do naught but move forward now. Samson, I do forgive you. I do.
Bless your shining soul, my love. From its incomparable purity, even the diamond hides its dull complexion and shape. The nightmare is at an end. We are together again, and shall remain so evermore.
Yes, the past is the past, my darling. Let's go forward together now, hand in hand into the next life.
These ghosts are fools if they think they'll find happiness now. New betrayal awaits, even in death.
Come on, Grumps. It ain't so dire as all that. They'll probably kick off their ghostly boots and have a nice time of eternity.
a body stirs. The subtle slouch in its decayed shoulders suggest intense longing. A large, soggy chunk. So this is what's to become of me. Nick's body grows cold, then hot. Could it be, after all this time? Reunited? Could it be real? Could it be true?
Toes? Legs? Arms? Fingers? A bit more rotten than when I last saw them, but who am I to look a gift self in the mouth? Oh, the feeling of air in my minimally perforated lungs. Of, well, not quite blood, but lovely ooze pumping through my only moderately decayed veins. What a joy it is, my friend. What an absolute joy. Now for my last unfinished business. Pontius Pirate, the animal who consigned me to the peanut-crunching masses. I won't rest until his skull cracks beneath my foot. Despicable fiend. No wonder his spirit lingers in this cursed cave. Not even the darkest hell would open its gates to such a perversion of the human soul. He would tolerate no dissent upon his death barge. I dared to raise my voice but once, and his sword was through my throat before I'd even finished my plea. Dead? Dead, and dead for good? Never to rise again? You're very certain? Well, I would have loved to see him collapse to dust myself. But your assurance is most satisfactory. With my head back on my shoulders and my foes defeated, I owe you a large... Here is my pledge to you then. Your enemies from now and forevermore shall be as my own. Call me when you will, where you will, and I'm dying to try out my right hook, now that I've got arms again after all. Until we meet again, Source Hunter, I remain your humble bodyguard, eager for your summons.
It was Source that drove Pontius mad, yet it is Source that has kept Nick alive to fight his old foe.
Though we are sworn to eliminate it, there is more to Source than simple evil.
Indeed. The Academy... It's heating up.